There is a storm crashing right now, unseen, ruthless, reshaping everything under our feet. AI doesn't just learn, it decides, predicts, outperforms, and outthinks. And here's the brutal truth. Leaders who cling to old ways, old instincts, old truths, are standing on a bridge about to collapse. Every day, AI is making better calls, spotting risks that humans miss, optimizing deals, crafting strategies with surgical precision. The more leaders resist, the more they fall behind. This is not fear-mongering. It's reality hitting like a freight train. But here's the point. Nobody talks about loud enough. Surviving is not about beating AI at its own game. That's how most will fail. Survival means transforming, evolving, becoming something new, something AI can't replace. Right now, many leaders feel this gnawing fear, that maybe the edge they used to hold is slipping. That once their gut, their experience, their charisma were irreplaceable weapons. But AI is silent, fast, tireless. It digs through oceans of data in seconds, uncovers patterns invisible to the human eye, and makes decisions that seem almost cold, yet impossibly smart. A leader's instinct, polished over decades, is being overshadowed by algorithms trained on thousands of variables. Just imagine, every big decision you've agonized over can now be made with higher accuracy, without bias, without ego. The question is, what happens to leaders in this new world? Will they become relics, or will they rise higher than ever before? That's the fear, being obsolete. It's visceral. It eats away at the core of leadership identity. Because what is leadership if not making the call? Inspiring the team? Steering the ship through storms? But AI is not the enemy. It is the mirror showing leaders how much they've settled for comfort, for old rules that no longer apply. The truth is, this is the moment to stop playing by the system's broken rulebook. The system that promised freedom and gave chains. The system that praised mediocrity and punished brilliance. We all know it. Leaders stuck in bureaucracy, tied to outdated hierarchies, drowning in irrelevant meetings, doomed to be outpaced. The burden of being in charge has never been heavier. But what if the key to surviving is not control? It is liberation. Leadership survival demands the courage to unlearn everything that made you good yesterday. It's painful. It's brutal, but it's essential. Leaders must stop thinking they are irreplaceable commanders at the helm. Instead, they must become alchemists of synergy, curators of brilliance beyond themselves. AI is not the lone genius. It's the amplifier of what collective human minds can do. The future belongs to leaders who stop putting themselves at the center and start building networks. Real connections built on radical trust and complementary skills. Leaders who embrace that power doesn't come from status or seniority anymore. It comes from the fire ignited when diverse, rare talents unite with shared vision and relentless will. This is the path few dare walk because it uproots identity, breeds chaos before clarity. But those who do will find freedom no system has ever offered. Leaders must become sovereign, no longer slaves to old structures or validation. The weapon of true leadership is the unbreakable will to question everything. Why run this meeting? Why follow this plan? Why believe this metric is success? Leaders must shrink the noise of conformity and amplify essence, what truly moves the needle in a world redefined by AI's power. They must master patience, knowing that transformation is a long game, a commitment to becoming rather than arriving. This isn't just strategy. It is survival instinct sharpened to a razor. There is no room for those comfortable in comfort anymore. The new leader demolishes silos and egos alike, forging alliances that blend contrast into strength. AI may make decisions faster and better, but it does not dream, does not burn, does not carry the fire of passion that fuels humanity's greatest breakthroughs. The leader's role shifts to funneling this fire, connecting the dots AI can't see, nurturing intuition that data misses, daring to make the leap when machines stall. This demands radical self-honesty and humility, because the old leader who acts like the sole hero is history. The new leader is a radical networker, a sovereign collaborator who aligns only with those who match their intensity and vision. No more wasting energy trying to belong to the mediocre many. Here's the paradox that unsettles so many. AI offers freedom by removing the mundane, the repetitive, the predictable, but only if leaders choose to wield it. Otherwise, it becomes the cage that traps those clinging to low-value tasks, locked in cycles of meaningless work. Surviving means ruthlessly cutting what drains your energy and embracing what fuels your fire. Every decision, every conversation, every system you keep must build the autonomous, high-leverage structure that AI enables, not the old one it destroys. Real survival is liberation, the liberation of leaders who accept that their greatest power is not their mind alone, but their ability to rise above, beyond, through the chaos. To become not just managers of machines, but creators of new realities human and AI can build together. This is the call for founders, investors, visionaries who refuse to live borrowed lives. Those who know waiting is death, and bending breaks the soul. This is about becoming the rare spark that others follow, the sovereign force that takes failure as fuel, that questions every truth, every reality, reshapes it, and remakes the future on their own terms. The future belongs not to those who react, but to those who are proactive, who relentlessly build networks of misaligned brilliance, fierce synergy, and unflinching support. Leaders embedded in infrastructure that no system before could provide, where the misunderstood find their tribe, where radical difference is the foundation of power. Imagine a world where leadership means freedom, not hierarchy, where leaders don't hoard information, but flow it, where the rare few connect and amplify, not just survive, but ignite breakthroughs that redefine entire industries. AI frees leaders from the grueling grind, but only if they dare to seize that freedom with open hands, redefining their reality in the process. The greatest leaders surviving this AI era will be those who abandon comfort, dismiss conventional wisdom, and commit to eternal becoming, patience their fiercest ally. This isn't a roadmap for everyone. It's for those who burn too fiercely to slow down, who feel that unbearable tension inside screaming, "There's more to this life, there's more to reality." Those leaders who sense the system's collapse and see in the ruins the seeds of something new, a movement not of masses, but of rare sovereign individuals, each their own signal, each their own spark, coming together to create futures machines can never foresee alone. They are not building companies or campaigns. They are building autonomous networks where lost brilliance realigns, where power is crafted through connection, not command. To those leaders, the survival question is no longer, can AI replace me? But can I replace the old me in time? The game is not about control, but about liberation, owning your will, mastering critical thinking, forging transformation, choosing allies with fire equal to yours, and playing the long game that eternity rewards. This is the rebellion no leader can afford to ignore. The fire inside can no longer be hidden beneath convenience or conformity. It must blaze. This is survival stripped down to its rawest truth. To lead in an AI world, become the rarest you, the unknown, the unyielded, the unstoppable. Every moment lost clinging to what was is a moment the future passes you by. Rise, unlearn, connect, and become more. Because when AI makes better decisions, only the liberated leader remains unstoppable.